Drama City Productions presents.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Johnny Paycheck coming at you from the dirty Duval. It's a great day here in the Sunshine State, so I wanted to jump on and tell you to quit wasting time going to smoke shops and jiffy stores to get your smoking materials. Enjoy your day and have that shit sent right to your house. Keep it simple, stoner. Stop spending all your De Niro, Scratch, Skrilla, whatever you call it, on all that shit too, and go to dollarblazeclub.com and use promo code CWPR25 and get 25% off. That's the highest discount you'll see anywhere. And if there's one thing the Red knows, it's how high. 10 votes.
What's up, party people? This is Conversations with Paycheck and Red.
An inappropriate comedy podcast.
Have you ever taken a photo of your own butthole?
Do you enjoy the smell of hot dog water?
Do you have random conversations about dildos?
Well, this is the podcast for you.
Just two good old boys who have no holds barred conversation.
All while laughing inappropriately.
Yep, that's right, listeners. Paycheck and Red have gotten themselves into another inappropriate conversation.
Three, two. Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Conversations with Paycheck and Red. I'm Paycheck, and as always, I'm with my best friend Red.
What's up, party people? This episode is brought to you by Drama City Productions, the home of Conversations with Paycheck and Red. Get on over there to Drama City Productions and check out all the other podcasts that the network has to offer, including this one, Small Town Mentality, What the Doc, Zero Fucks Given, Christian and Damon's Amazing Nerd Show, Po Boys, and all the other ones. So,
What about Delvin? Is he on?
Mm-mm.
No? Oh, strike that. You did not hear that. So what's up with you? How's things? How's life? We've been on hiatus, running into our fourth season. We've had some technical difficulties. We've had some life experiences going on. Life has been nipping at our heels. Some things we've had to deal with. Some things that's kept us occupied and kept us busy. And for those who don't know, Red and I do this on the side. We are both grown-ass men with priorities and responsibilities that unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, come before the podcast. So as much as we love doing this and we enjoy doing it, sometimes life gets in the way. So we have to push this to the back burner. But we're back, motherfuckers. We're back. So what's up with your cousin? How's things? How's life? How's all that shit?
Adulting sucks, man.
True. Facts.
Yeah. Just one day at a time, brother. Working, home life, ball, Well, that was very rude.
How do you know that anybody heard that?
Because I heard it.
Well, you didn't take bless you or nothing, huh?
Bless you, gesundheit.
Yeah, rude motherfucker.
Lord be with you, whatever it is you say.
But yeah, man, adulting, it's crazy. It's peaks and valleys, bro. Peaks and valleys.
Yeah, damn sure is.
It's like you're up. It's like you're up and life's great, and then you got a little speed bump that comes up and slows you down a little bit. Like I've got this health thing going on where I've always been healthy. So I've never really concerned myself with doctors and stuff. I've always kind of ate okay. I've kind of always exercised. You know what I mean? It's just how I've always lived my life, So I've never really worried about it. So then, and I've always been a contractor. I've always been a 1099. So I've never had like real deal insurance. So now that I'm an adult, I now have some insurance. So I fully invested in doctor's appointments and, going to doctor's appointments. I've made several appointments, but I always put work first. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I want to talk about real quick. As an example, I want to mention this And I want to tell all of our listeners that, as men at least, because that's the only thing I can speak for, as men, sometimes we put our responsibilities for our households and our finances above our health, and we say, okay, well, I can't afford to go to the doctor right now because I got to work. So then if you do that and you procrastinate and you procrastinate, all of a sudden you have all kind of fucking shit going on that you could have caught early. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I've been dealing with. Been to a bunch of fucking doctors and a bunch of damn blood work. Nothing serious, nothing crazy, just, regular getting old shit. But yeah, fucking this adulting with insurance, and it's fucking crazy. You have insurance? You have insurance through your wife, right?
Of course.
Do you go to the doctor often?
Not often, no.
When's the last time you've been to the doctor?
Let's see. Probably 3 months, 4 months.
Oh, because of your back, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that ain't too bad. So yeah, so now I have to get annual checkups and check back in with them. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, are we not good for another year? What's going on here? So real quick, for those who know or don't know, we've tried to put ourselves out there through social medias. Some work, some don't. Some act weird. Some don't. They don't work properly. Some people don't play the game properly. So we've gotten rid of Instagram, or we're not really active on Instagram anymore, or Facebook, but fucking Twitter, dude. So that's where it's at, huh?
Yeah, evidently, dude. Evidently.
So first of all, where can people find us on Twitter, or how do they find us on Twitter?
At Paycheck and Red.
Right, I asked that because for those who don't listen, I'm not a big social media guy. I mean, I am on Facebook, but I don't really fuck around with Instagram too much. I don't have a Twitter account, but Red has been hot and heavy on our Twitter account. He keeps it rolling, keeps it active, puts out some pretty awesome content, and it's paid off.
Yeah.
Whoa, can we be a little more excited? I just boosted you all up, and your response is, yeah.
Dude, I've consumed a lot of cannabis in the last 2 hours waiting on you. Yeah, I mean, I put a little thing out last week, a little meme, and I made a hashtag. Now, I don't know. I'm not gonna claim sole responsibility for this hashtag because anybody could do it, but it seemed like when I made it, it took a couple days. But I got on Twitter the other day just to check shit out, and we had like a wide variety of different notifications, all stemming from this post that I made. And the hashtag is ruin a band name with one letter. And I made a meme that says ruin a band name with just one letter. I'll start. And you take one letter, you add or subtract one letter from a band name, and you make it something else. And I made Pink Flood, which I replaced a Y with another O, and it just hung out in the Twitterverse for a few days. And then, like I say, I got on Twitter yesterday checking stuff out, and it was like cha-ching, 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 and people started participating and coming up with different band names and stuff. And
well, wait a minute. Wait. When you say people, so give us some numbers. Where are we at right now in the as far as numbers?
Well, I put it out July 25th, and today is the 3rd. And as of right now, it has 1,580 hearts, likes, whatever they call them on Twitter, has 229 retweets, and 1,167 comments.
Oh, very nice. Thank you to everybody that has participated in the whole Twitter verse, I guess they call it, Twitterverse.
Yeah.
So appreciate y'all for participating.
But I want to read a few of them because they're...
So let's what kind of...
Do what? Uh-oh.
You're good. Read them out.
Okay. You froze for a second.
No, I'm just sitting very still, listening, like a good little bitch.
All right, so a few of our podcast friends started off. The Heavyweight Chumps podcast played on U2 and had FU2.
Nice.
What the Doc, Brandon over there at What the Doc podcast said Kanye pest.
What up, Brandon? What up?
Jody over there at Po Boy, he says porn for corn.
Yeah, I like that. Good one.
The Broadcast podcast says Limpin Park. I thought that was pretty good. Crom2s at Crom2s says Queef
For Queen. Yeah.
Picks and Bones, Eric over there at Picks and Bones podcast said MAGA death. Pretty damn funny, I thought. Let's see.
That one was pretty witty. Like he thought that one out.
Yeah, the Believer Skeptic podcast says the Pooh Fighters.
Nice.
Land of the List says Cum 41.
Come 41. Yeah.
The Fantasy Movie League podcast says the Pillage People.
I've done some raping and pillaging in my days.
I hear you. Let's see. Peggy and Floyd in My Heart says the Booby Brothers. Arch One says Public Enema. Public Enemy.
I've seen that before.
Okay.
That was not very creative, guys. Let's try harder next time, okay? Thanks.
Frank W. Baker says Rolling Stoned. Let's see. New Tomorrow says Lady Maga instead of Lady Gaga, which is pretty good, I thought, too.
Oh, that is good.
GF says Cage Against the Machine. Lee Feldman says Prance, which is pretty damn funny. 21 Pivots.
Prance?
Yeah. It just replaced the I with an A and says Prance.
Yeah.
Area says 21 Pivots. Ted Westervelt says Guns and Hoses.
That's a good one.
Hannibal says, this is my favorite right here. Hannibal says Run GMC.
GMC?
Yeah. Maybe Jonathan says Chance the Crapper. Let's see. I'm trying to get another good one. The Beagles.
The Beagles.
Lily Torres says Fleetwood Sack.
So where did you get this idea from?
There's people do hashtag games and stuff on Twitter all the time, and I just hashtag ruin a band name with one letter. I don't know if it was already out there or not. My hand on a stack of Bibles. It was just something I came up with. But yesterday, Jody over there at Po Boys sent me a screenshot of the trending that was going on Twitter yesterday. And yesterday, trending in the USA was hashtag ruin a band name with just one letter at 56,500 tweets yesterday.
Now, does that for guys like me who don't know anything about Twitter and the hashtag and all that stuff, does Conversations with Paycheck and Red, is that does that run parallel with that hashtag, or do they see Conversations with Paycheck and Red, your Twitter handle?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Those 1,100 comments were on one thread. So everybody that was commenting on it commented under the post that I made, the tweet that I made, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, nice. Well, keep track of the analytics on the and see if we picked up any new listeners.
Absolutely. We did gain about 25 or 30 more followers on Twitter because of it. So.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, we're almost famous.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, we just went viral yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So
I,
we're kind of a big deal now.
yeah, I feel like it all of a sudden. I feel like I should hire somebody to make appointments for me.
Yeah, we need to call Karen back and get her off the unemployment line and put her back on payroll.
Yeah, well, if we do, she's gonna be under a 90-day, little 90-day period.
Oh yeah.
Well, I have some exciting news. And the only reason I'm mentioning this, I'm not looking for a pat on the back. I'm mentioning this because I'm hoping to inspire people. Oh, well, that was rude.
Sorry, I had a frog in my throat. Just a bunch of old men over here coughing into the microphones.
Right. So I mentioned this because I hope to inspire people, and my whole thought is that it doesn't matter how old you are or how out of shape you are or unhappy you are with your life, you can change it. And, you can do things that you've always wanted to do. You can follow your dreams. So I've become an MMA fighter. Yeah, I'm just waiting to make my UFC debut,
Have you contacted Dana White yet?
Not yet. I mean, I've sent a pigeon. I don't know. I'll have to wait on that motherfucker, I guess. But dude, like I've had to make a lot of changes in my life to even be able to do this. I'm 43 years old. I've smoked cigarettes a majority of my life. I've always ate half decent, so I'm not completely out of shape. But I'm doing my youngest daughter's, she's doing it with me. She's doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu and boxing, and I'm doing kickboxing and boxing. But it's not like regular boxing. It's actually Cuban boxing. So I'm not sure what the difference is between Cuban boxing and like American boxing, I guess.
How long have you been doing this?
2 months. Yeah, 2 months.
So in 2 months, you haven't been able to differentiate American style boxing from Cuban boxing?
No, because it seems like all the research that because I've looked into it trying to figure it out, and the only thing that keeps popping up, the common denominator out of all the research I've done, is that people would prefer not to fight Cuban boxers. It's totally weird, man. Yeah, so the word, I mean, it's the jury is still out on this one. I'm still trying to figure it out. But yeah, so I do Cuban boxing and kickboxing. So like the whole kickboxing intrigued me more than the jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna do jiu-jitsu. I just have to get out of the kickboxing fundamentals. It's a timing thing and work. They have classes that start at this hour and then all this stuff. But dude, to throw elbows and to learn how to throw elbows, dude, it's fucking crazy to me. Had leg kicks, rib kicks, it's when you take an old school guy like me, I grew up fighting, I'm sure you've thrown some hands but you really don't incorporate kicks too much, you know what I mean? It's more like you just throw hands a little bit and you wrestle a little bit and you hope you get a couple shots on the face. That way when you go to school the next day or when you see the person the next day or when anybody else sees that next person, he's got to explain, that black eye or that busted lip, but dude, a kick to the damn sternum or the ribs, when you've smoked cigarettes for a majority of your life is not fun, let me tell you.
I bet.
And I've been doing this for about 2 months and I still can't get my cardio together. I even run now, at the house. I go on jogs on top of doing the MMA 6 days a week.
Do you stop at stop signs and check your while you're jogging and you wearing Speedos and.
No, I'm looking right now. I'm after stamina. I want to be able to run longer and still be, still be able to breathe. And it's weird, dude. It's two different types of cardio. Like I can tell that my cardio has gotten better when I'm running. I can run longer. My breathing is it's okay. The more I run.
You're doing the wrong kind of cardio, dude. You need to be doing short burst cardio.
Yes. So when you throw, so they have like different combos, punch combos, kick combos, and then you incorporate kick combos with the punch combos. So you got a jab, cross, hook, kick, jab, cross, hook. I mean, dude, it's like it wears me out, and I get
sprints. You need to be doing sprints in the driveway, and you need to fucking punch a bag. Boom, you're done. That's it.
Yeah. I used to have a punching bag, man, and I miss it. But
even to have one, you need one now.
Yeah, right.
You don't need to talk about when you used to have one.
Yeah, but even punching bags have changed because
I know I've got one hanging like right over there.
Yeah, but what is it hanging from? The trusses?
The floor joist of my house.
See, that's be careful because here's what happened to me in the old house when I had the heavy bag is I did it the right way and I kind of bolted it to the trusses in my garage, right? Mm-hmm. And the more I worked this bag, the more it shook the truss. And as I shook the truss, you know how they're all attached at some point, the trusses, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So before long, dude, the tape started coming off the damn ceiling. The popcorn ceiling started, coming off. Like it was tearing up the fucking ceiling. So it seems like you
have anything above it, but like air duct and floor joists.
Right. Yeah. So if I had a shed, a building, or something like that out in the yard, that'd be a little more feasible. But I don't. I have the garage right now, so they have these new things, and I don't know how else to explain it other than it's like an engine hoist. But
it's like a banana hammock hanging, like a parrot hook on it. It's like a banana hammock, like you hang bananas on.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and I use the term banana hammock very loosely.
Yeah, you do. So yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
But the one I have has a quick release thing on it. You put the eye bolt and everything in the ceiling, and when you're done with it, you just lift up on it, and it disconnects, and it's not hanging there anymore. And you put it up, and then when you get back to it, you just hang it back up there on it.
Yeah, because I'm trying to lift a fucking heavy bag over my head. You know what I mean?
Not over your head, dude. It's a quick connect thing.
Well, how heavy is yours?
50 pound.
Is it a real deal heavy bag?
Yeah, it's Marshall's. It's 50 pounds. He got it for his birthday last year, or this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he ain't out there hitting that damn thing.
He does, yeah, but he's not out here now because I'm recording. Yeah. But yeah, me and him get around. Huh?
That would be rude. Like, dude, I'm trying to podcast over here.
All you hear is.
Yeah.
And shut up. I'm trying to record over here.
Tell me about a proud dad moment. Is I taught my youngest daughter, who also goes to the MMA with me, the whole breathing technique when you jab and you throw punches. That.
Like I just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's weird that your breathing techniques help you throw punches.
Yeah.
Like it was a game changer for her.
Bruce Lee taught me that.
Yeah, he taught me that too. He also taught me to be like water.
Dude, that is super loud.
Sorry about that. So speaking of our kids, dude, what's up with this summer break bullshit, man? I'm so over my kids being out for summer break.
Yeah, my kids have got 11 more days.
Yeah, I think mine go back to 13th and the 14th.
Yeah, ours go back to 14th.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I come home from work and there's no sweet tea in the house. The chips are gone. You know what I mean? Dishes are piled up in the damn sink. And I come home and I'm like, "So y'all been here all damn day? I've been at work busting my ass and y'all can't even make tea in here?
Yep.
You know, you can't wash your dishes. I'm not asking you to go and clean the whole damn house. I'm just asking you to clean up your shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, I've said a long time ago that I'm picking up after my kids up until a certain point whenever they're able to pick their own stuff up, clean up after themselves. So I no longer become, I no longer am the maid. I'm just a parent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not walking around the house picking up after you. You fucking grown enough to pick up after yourself. So I'm not picking up after a 10-year-old. I'm not picking up after a 13-year-old. I'm damn sure not picking up after a 17-year-old.
Yeah, but do you have to walk around all day telling them to pick it up?
In the beginning, yeah, but now they know what the deal is.
And what's the deal? What if they don't pick it up?
I throw it away.
What?
If I have to step over it more than 2 or 3 times, they don't care enough about it to pick it up, so I'm throwing it away.
Yeah, but what are we talking about here? Like clothes?
Anything.
Like you for real throw their clothes away?
My living room is not your bedroom. If you got anything that belongs to you that belongs in your bedroom, you need to get it the fuck out my living room because it don't belong there.
Yeah, but what if it's like a dirty dish?
Then it'll sit there until somebody comes and picks it up. I'm not doing it. I'll step over it 1 or 2 times and I'll say, hey, you need to come get your shit up. And if it don't get picked up, then I go throw it in her bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
A
the
living room is not your bedroom.
yeah.
That's your domain. If you want to live nasty in there, that's you.
Yeah. Well, what happens is
Don't be bringing that shit out into my living space.
yeah. Well, what happens is, and I can relate a little bit because I remember going through this. When you're on summer break, you stay up all night watching TV, playing video games. I mean, we didn't have the luxuries of, Netflix and YouTube and all that shit when we were kids, but my kids will stay up all night playing video games, being on their computer, Netflix, Snapchat, all that shit. And they eventually just fall asleep wherever they were, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So because they stayed up all night, they sleep late. I get up early in the morning, so I kind of get up early enough to where they passed out and just failed to clean up the shit. You know what I mean?
Yep. See, every morning when I get up, my living room looks like Jonestown.
What do you mean?
Just bodies everywhere. Laid up, sprawled out on the couch, hanging off the couch into the floor, in the recliner. Everybody just falls out where they last sat down at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but why in the living room? Are you talking about like when they have friends over?
Sometimes, yeah. But I mean, here lately, they just fall asleep. At the end of the night, whenever everybody's done playing video games and shit like that, my kids seem to want to meet up in the living room and play together before they fall asleep.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's cool.
they all pile up in the living room and play on their phones and play video games on their phones and shit until they fall asleep.
I miss those days. Dude, I'd love to stay up late. Right now, it's 11:30 p.m. where I am and where Red is also. And yeah, I don't stay up this late very often. I'm usually in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock.
I'm just getting fucking supper dishes done by that time.
Oh, you do dishes?
Of course.
Gay?
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I don't do them often. But I do dishes on occasion. Because we have a dishwasher, but sometimes, you just need some shit clean real quick and it needs to be done. So, yeah.
Well, speaking of gay, something interesting happened to me that it's kind of weird. Like I can't figure it out. I'm not sure what to do about it. So I've had some doctor's appointments, and I've had to go get blood work after the doctor's appointments, and then I had to go back to the doctor to go over the blood work that I had done, and then there were some questions about the blood work that were done, so I got more blood work done right there in that facility where the doctor's office is. They have a lab tech back there. So I go back there, and as soon as I sit down, this guy, He's got tattoos. He's got a bald head. He's probably in his mid-30s. He's got like a 5 o'clock shadow. I see some gray hairs in there.
Is he attractive at all?
Somebody asked me that too, and he's not unattractive, but he's not attractive. Does that make sense? Like he's not ugly. He's not an ugly dude, or but he's not an attractive guy, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I rode my Harley there, and he mentioned, "Hey, yeah, I saw you ride up on your Harley, and I'm thinking about getting one." So we talk about the Harley a little bit. Now I have dark blue jeans on. I'm going through this black phase. So I have a black shirt on, black or dark blue jeans. And the only reason I mention is because the shirt that I had on was a button-up collared shirt, black, kind of like the old Johnny Cash style. You know what I mean? And it was long enough to where, well, let me back up. So I noticed that he looks down at my crotch. Now I didn't know he looked down at my crotch. I saw him look down in the area that my crotch was in. So I didn't think anything of it because I wasn't sure what he looked down at. You know what I mean? It made
the old traditional ball gaze.
Yeah, but it like I didn't catch it at first. Like I caught that he looked down, which seemed odd to me, but I didn't think he was, ball gazing.
Right.
So then I seen him do it again. So I looked down real quick, trying to be incognito, and my shirt is long enough to where it's covering my crotch as I'm sitting down. You know how they put you in this little chair to draw blood from you.
Yeah.
So I look down just to see, make sure, I ain't got a nut hanging out, or maybe my zipper's down, or you know what I mean? What is this dude looking at? Maybe I had a stain or something. No stain, shirt's covering up the nuts. The whole bulge situation. And so I thought it was weird, and I questioned it in my mind a little bit, but it wasn't a huge deal. Like, he may or may not have been looking at my bulge. I don't know. So then we continue to talk about, riding motorcycles and Harleys and shit like that. And then when he gets done and he doctors me up and puts the whole, tape and the gauze or whatever, he says, "Okay, next time you come in, I want to go for a ride on the Harley." And dude, right then it hit me. I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute now. I'm a dude. Okay, you're a dude." It's not too often I let dudes ride on the back of my fucking motorcycle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to sit nut to butt with anybody.
Right. So now look, I'm not homophobic. Okay, I've been hit on by gay guys. I don't mind it. I don't give a shit. I know I'm not a Greek god, but I know I'm not an ugly duckling. It wouldn't be weird to me that somebody found me attractive. I know that sounds narcissistic and or whatever. But it's not a big deal to me. You know what I mean? So I let it go, and I said my byes to everybody because that's the kind of person I am. So, dude, from the doctor's office to the house, I get home, and because I'm on a motorcycle, it's not like I can ride down the road checking out Facebook or whatever. So I get home, and now Facebook's weird. It's like I didn't get a friend request from him, but it was one of those, a message request. So if I'm not friends with you, you can't send me a message just, all willy-nilly. Like, you got to send it to me, and then Facebook tells me, "Hey, this guy wants to talk to you, or he wants to send you a message or whatever. Will you accept?" Well, I didn't know the guy's name. The name didn't sound familiar to me, so I went to his profile, and as soon as his profile picture showed up, it was that same fucking guy at the damn doctor's office. So this motherfucker flirted with me in the doctor's office, looked at my bulge a couple times, and then stole my personal information, which is really just my name. I mean, he may have got my email address, my address. I don't know how much information he accumulated from what he saw at the doctor's office, but he had enough information to where he could stalk me on Facebook and then send me a fucking message.
Huh.
Is that legal?
Man, that's like a gray area, I think.
So I'm not upset about it. I'm going to use the word concerned. And the reason I say concerned is because I don't like the idea of somebody getting my information based on a doctor's appointment. Like it's one thing that if I met you at a bar, at a club, at a friend's house, wherever, and we got along as men and we exchanged numbers, no big deal. You know what I mean? But to use the information that you have in front of you, which is personal, private information, at your job, so you pretty much used your job to pull dick. Is what happened.
Well, all right, here it is, right here. My wife's a nurse, and according to HIPAA, they are not allowed to share names back and forth through text message. They can only use initials, and the people she's talking to have to know the initials of who they're talking about. And if they do, that violates HIPAA. If they use their name through text message.
Well,
So
I reached out to people that I knew that was in this field, and the general consensus from these different people were, you're right, it's a gray area, legally speaking,
yeah,
but it's unethical and immoral to do that, is what the general consensus was.
right. Yeah. But if you were to press the matter, I don't know if there would be any legal ramifications because anybody can see your name wrote on a piece of paper. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right. Yeah, but to use that name that you saw on that piece of paper at your job, which is a doctor's office. Now, it's one thing if somebody saw me. I'm a truck driver, so let's say I went to a shipper or receiver here in Jacksonville, and they thought I was cute, and they saw my name. I just feel like because it's a doctor's office, there is some sensitive information that could be on that document. So I just
Yeah, probably.
So people keep asking me, "What are you gonna do? What are what are you gonna do anything about it?" And I'm not sure what to do. What keeps popping into my head is let's change the scenario around. Let's say if it was a female. Now, I'm a married man, so I mean, if it was a female,
Tread lightly here, Paycheck.
well, what I'm saying is if this was a female, would I feel this way about the whole situation?
Um, Depends
On what?
on well, I guess it wouldn't be your intent. It would be hers because she would be the one approaching you. Depends on your next reaction to that. If it was a female, it all depends on your next move.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, would I be offended? I'm not offended. I guess I'm concerned. Would I be as concerned if it was a female? Let's say if I was single.
Naturally, probably not.
Right. So
Naturally.
so I just don't think that saying anything would. I mean, I'm not one to cost somebody their job, man. I'm just not that guy. I wouldn't want to be the reason somebody lost their job.
Of course.
Even if what they did was unethical on a professional standpoint. But dude, I mean, it's like you're at work, bro. You know what I mean?
You just take it as flattering and move on, dude.
Yeah. That's probably what I'll do.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
But I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy that he used his work. He used his job to try to pull dick.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's funny to you, but
No, I mean, it's. Oh my God, here we go.
no,
No.
I'm saying it's funny until it happens to you, and then you're like, dude, oh fuck, this is kind of crazy. Is this right? Is this the right? When you become our age and you've been through the trouble that we've been through, I've learned a long time ago to stop trying to beat the system. Okay, and just do what you're supposed to do. Obey the law as much as possible. Pay your taxes. Go to work. You know what I mean? If you find a wallet, turn it in. You try to live a moral, ethical lifestyle. You know what I mean? So when things like this happen to me, all those things coming to my head is like, okay, is this the right thing to do? What were they in the right? Were they in the wrong? If they were in the wrong, do I do something about it? Do I say something about it? Do I let them get away with it? Because if I don't say something about it, what if the worst case scenario happens to the next guy? Stalker type shit showing up at my fucking house because now he's got my address. If he's got my name and he got it from a doctor's document, I'm sure my address is on there, my email address is on there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what else did you take from that document?
Well, you have to play it by ear. If nothing else happens, then you don't sweat it. But if this motherfucker continues to contact you, then you take legal ramifications.
Yeah, and he did it like super chill. Like he sent me a wave emoji. He waved at me, like he didn't message. I guess he's fishing really. Like if he sends the whole wave emoji, whatever, I'll be like, oh hey, hey there, I remember you.
Oh, hi there, guy.
Yeah, hey there, peer.
So, how did you get my name there, buddy?
I
would troll the fuck out of him if it was me.
Yeah, but I have to go. This is my doctor's office, bro. I have to go back there. So.
So what?
What do you mean? So what?
So what? I mean, big deal. You're just trolling him. I mean, it's not like you're. I mean, it's not like you're like causing physical harm to him. You're just fucking with him.
Yeah, but this dude's gonna poke me with needles if I have to go back in there for blood work. You know, I'll be like, "Oops, sorry, I missed the vein that time. I'm gonna have to do it again." You know what I mean? Now
that's the chance you take, man.
Now I'm 7 holes in one arm, and now he's working on the other one.
Yeah, it's a chance you take, dude. I'm not afraid of needles, and that shit don't bother me, so I would totally fuck with him.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not a puss, so.
Oh, and I am? Dude, I've got a lot of fucking tattoos. I'm not scared of a needle.
Sure sounds like it.
No, dude, what if he doesn't clean, the offer a clean environment?
Just give you Hep C real quick for trolling him on the internet?
Yeah, I walk out there with a damn STD or something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Shit, that's funny.
But the more I think about it, the more that whole situation was weird.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Ball gaze twice.
And it really wasn't like a gay guy.
He wants you to take him for a ride on your Harley.
Yeah, it's totally crazy.
Yeah, that's super weird, dude.
And it's not, and it wasn't like the I don't want to say typical, but I've been hit on by gay guys before, but it's been super what's the word?
Legal?
It's like, well, no, they had class about them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's as a guy, there's
maybe he was new gay and he didn't know the protocol yet.
Yeah, maybe. So, so that offers and Red and I talked about this the other day, but so there's this thing that's called gaydar, so where a heterosexual male can tell if a man is homosexual or not. Do you think that gay people have that? Like, I don't give off the vibe that I'm gay, so I can't figure out why he would do this. Like, can gay people tell if I'm straight or if I'm gay?
Of course.
So why would he do that? No, I give no indication that I'm gay. I don't think. I don't know.
I mean, you seem a little gay to me, but
well, I'm a happy-go-lucky kind of guy.
Well, dude, I mean, it's just it works both ways, I think.
So why would a gay guy, knowing that I'm straight,
just for the fun of the game, I guess?
Right, the flirtatious part. Right, the flirtatious part, yes. But to hit me up on Facebook, that's a whole different level right there. That's like, ooh, I think I can get it in.
Well, I mean, he just wanted to see how far he could take it. Because some people are what do they call that? Bi-curious, where they're not really gay, but they get hit on in the right way, and it kind of makes their britches move. So they try it out, but it never happens again, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And shit like that does happen. You know, so maybe he's just seeing what's up.
There's nothing up, motherfucker. Now I have gay friends.
Yeah,
and they joke with me, and I joke with them, but it's like they know that you know, it was just he lacked class, in my opinion, and I think that offends me a little bit.
Oh, so you felt like a dirty whore when he hit on you that way?
I felt disrespected as a
Confused?
no, I felt disrespected as a human being.
Oh, come on, dude.
Seriously, look, it's one. Look, if he listen, if he only flirted with me in the doctor's office, I can deal with that.
Take the fucking compliment, take it as flattering, and move on.
No, I'm gonna have to speak to his manager.
Offended as a human being. Come on, man.
No, I'm gonna need to speak to his manager.
I don't even think I could come up with a scenario that would make me disappointed or disrespected as a human being, unless it was something racial. I don't think that it would take something super fucking hardcore to be disrespected as a human being, other than being hit on by a gay guy.
Okay, well, let's play it out like this. If a gay guy approached you at a bar, or let's say, no. Okay, let's try it a different way.
Uh-oh. Set the mood for me. What am I drinking at the bar here?
Yeah, no, hold on. Probably something with a fucking umbrella in it.
Okay.
All right, so let's say a homosexual male approaches you and flirts with you and hits on you and tries to get it in. Mm-hmm. And you say, "Hey, man, I appreciate it. You know, I'm flattered, but I'm straight. You know, but hey, let's have a drink. You know what I mean?"
Right.
So then you go home and then you get a text message, "Hey, what's up? It's me, whatever. Man, I'm really into you. You know what I mean? Let's go out on a date or whatever." After you already told this dude that you're straight, you're not interested, you know, but we could be friends or whatever, and then he continues. So at what point do you say, "Whoa, dude, okay, look, back off, I already told you I'm straight"?
That particular time, right then.
Yeah, so that's what happened. He was flirtatious with me. I shut him down, showed him my tattoo, showed him my beard, showed him my squat stance. No, I didn't show it. But you know what I mean? Like
Did you rev your Harley for him in the parking lot?
No.
Did he stand on the edge of the sidewalk and watch you drive away as he waved goodbye to you when you drove off?
Smoking a cigarette. So again, for the record, I'm not offended that I was hit on by a gay guy. I'm more concerned at him doing that at his job and using the information that he obtained through work, which is a doctor's office. That's what I'm upset about. Mm. All right. Well, that's about 45 minutes right there. It's late. I gotta go to bed.
You sound like a fucking horse chomping on apples and shit.
Listen, I'm trying to quit smoking cigarettes, okay? I've got hard candy all up in my mouth.
I know, but dude, that is super annoying in my fucking headphones.
Yeah, well, it's not all about you, is it? I don't give a fuck what annoys you.
Chomp on fucking candy. People want to
hear fuck what annoys you. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? The HR department?
Yeah.
You sign my paychecks, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Look, I will jerk off, eat hard candy, vape, and take sips off my damn green tea up in this motherfucker while we're doing this podcast. And you ain't gonna do a fucking thing about it. Let me say it like Conor McGregor says it. And you'll do nothing. You'll do nothing about it, motherfucker. You'll do nothing.
Oh, man. Dude, it was...
Damn. Well, you sipping on that damn beer, ain't you? Well, you ain't playing around.
I like drinking beer, man.
Yeah, you do.
So
dad
you're
bod.
not going to talk about us going to Rochester in a couple weeks, huh?
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, Rochester. So we will be there on the 22nd of August, and we will be there until the 26th. So there's a beard competition going on, and we've been asked by the hosting beard club, facial hair club, because of course, as we all know, all facial hair is valid. It is the Boomtown Brothers, Rochester, New York, facial hair competition, conversations with Paycheck and Red in the building, live podcast, drinking beer, talking shit, interviewing people, the whole nine. Get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
Are you asleep? Did you fall asleep?
No. Mm-mm.
No. Do you want to add to that?
Be there or be square.
You can do better than that. I'm gonna need you to do better than that. What kind of promo is that?
What do you want me to say? We're gonna be there, and you just said everything. We're gonna be there, interviewing people, live episodes. We might go live on Twitter, or YouTube, or something one night.
Yes.
We're
Twitter,
taking pictures.
Twitter. You hear that? We're going live on the 25th, 24th.
We're taking pictures, signing autographs.
Yep.
Superimposing our faces on top of other superimposed pictures. We're doing all that shit.
Yep. We might even whisper a little bit into the microphones. Yeah. Yeah, because that's what's in these days is whispering into the microphones in a weird, awkward Dungeons and Dragons kind of way. It's like, hey, everybody, look at me. Look how cool I am. Look at this wide variety of friends I have. Look at all this cool stuff that I'm doing. Look at all this selfless promotion that I'm doing about myself. I'm so cool. God, please come take a photograph with me. I'll sign it for you, and we'll even talk about how cool I am. I'll even let you talk to my other cool friend. We're like two cool friends. We talk about a lot of cool stuff. I'll even show you my calendar. Every month is me. January is a picture of me. February is a picture of me. March is also a picture of me. So anytime you wanna come on our podcast and talk about me, just call me and I'll ask about me and ask you how much you know about me. And then we'll just whisper and talk about me all the time. Because I'm important. I'm famous. I'm super famous. I'm like a superhero. I'm like a super famous superhero. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing in Rochester.
Yeah.
And I just really, really hope that all the other super cool podcasters will be there. Because I'd really like some one-on-one time with some of the other super cool podcasters. That'd be really awesome.
Oh yeah.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. Rochester, New York. Conversations of Paycheck and Red coming together as one. All right, good talk. Good talk.
Later.
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of Conversations with Paycheck and Red. That was just one of those shoot the shit episodes. I hope you enjoyed it. We got some big things coming up this season. So that's another reason why we've been on a slight hiatus is we're trying to put all this stuff together, because we care. Okay. We just want to offer you the best podcast that we can. But in order to do that, I have to be the best me I can be. Red has to be the best Red he can be. And when we do that and we come together as one, we offer you the greatest podcast ever. And that's really what we want to be. We want to be the greatest podcast ever. Okay, we're looking for podcast fame here. is where we're going.
Podcast royalty.
Yeah. And we, and you know us, we're not out on social media begging you to follow us and listen to us and calling all our friends and begging them to listen to us. And, we're just not that. We're not going to steal other people's ideas. And, we're just not that. That's not the kind of guys we are,
Right.
We're humble. Okay. We're just down to earth, humble guys. I don't need trophies. I don't need recognition. I'm not going to get upset at my friends because they don't listen to the show. We just love everybody. You don't have to listen to us. Okay? You don't have to. We do this because we enjoy it and because we're friends. And we just want to bring love and happiness and joy. I can say happiness and joy, right? Are those two different things, you think?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm going to split those up. I'm going to say love, happiness, and joy. That's what we're all about, okay? We don't need sponsors. Okay? We don't have to do reviews. We don't have to do any of that weird stuff. Okay? We're not weird dudes. We're not in our mom's basement with our little friends sipping on Kool-Aid and graham crackers. Okay? We're grown-ass men that do grown men shit. Okay? And I'll fight any motherfucker that says otherwise. And I'm going on record right there. You got a problem with conversations with Paycheck and Red, motherfucker, you come talk to your boy, Uncle Paycheck. So I don't play Dungeons and Dragons, motherfucker.
Calm down.
Yeah, no, sorry. I went way out there just now, didn't I? I got excited.
Yeah, you done your, what do you call it? Your pre-workout shit a little too late, I think.
I kid, ladies and gentlemen. I kid. But yeah, come see us in Rochester, New York. Buy us a beer, we'll buy you one. Be good times. Good times will be had by all.
We'll have stickers and stuff like that.
Yeah, lots of stuff like that.
I'm super fucking stoned right now.
I'm over here sober. That's the lifestyle that I live. I'm clean and sober. Okay, that's how Uncle Paycheck rolls. He's one with nature.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. We'll be back next week, and we'll see you in Rochester. So that's all the time we got for time. Well, that's all the what? Excuse me. Say that again now. What are we doing here? That's all we have time for today. See ya
later. You've been listening to the Conversations with Paycheck and Red podcast. Check out Paycheck and Red on Facebook at Paycheck and Red, Instagram at Paycheck and Red podcast, and Twitter at Paycheck and Red. And don't forget paycheckandred.com, where you can buy merch, you can subscribe to the podcast, and you can listen to the podcast.
Drama City Productions.
It's a podcast network that brings you several genres of podcasts: movie reviews, true crime, comedy, interviews, and much more. Visit DramaCityProductions.com to find all the amazing shows today. Find Drama City Productions on Twitter and Instagram at DCP Network. And stay in touch with the network and all the podcasts available. DramaCityProductions.com, where podcasting lives.